In no more gawking news.
What's gawking?
Like this, right?
Like, yeah.
Oh, mouth breathing?
And staring.
Like staring.
Submitted by Savannah from Chile.
Hello.
What's up? Amsterdam will be cracking down on tourists in the red light district.
Oh, come on, that's not fair.
Amsterdam?
Not fair, yeah.
Have you guys ever been caught gawking at somebody?
No.
I have.
Really?
I don't even see
I
that.
feel like all guys have.
But this dumb motherfucker didn't understand what I was gawking at because I was in K-Town at a Denny's at like 2 a.m. I was mad hungry and I was looking at this girl had, you know, the chicken tender, the sampler platter?
Oh, yeah.
So it was him and this girl and I was staring at the chicken tenders.
I feel you.
Like this.
The sampler plate.
And he was like, what's up? What you looking at, dude? I was like, the chicken tenders. He thought I was like looking at his chick. I was like, fuck yo, bitch, dude. That shit look delicious.
It was the mozzarella sticks, homie.
Dude, it looked so fucking good. And when she bit into it, the steam came up.
Dude, I'm so hungry right
No,
now.
I think I have gawked before and like they'll catch me, but then once they catch me, I'll end up saying it loudly. Like for example, if I'm staring at someone's baby or something and then they catch me staring at the baby, I'll tell whoever I'm with like, look at how cute the baby is. Like so they know why I'm staring.
That's right.
So I'm like,
You
don't think I'm a
you analyze everything.
I know.
Have you ever just had like a brain fart and you're not gawking, but you're just staring and they get into your line
Oh,
of
you do
sight?
that a lot.
All the time.
Yeah, and then they're like, why are you looking at me? And I'm like, I was looking?
They've called you out like that? That's rude.
No, I think they say it in their eyes. I've never heard it. But
Recently, and
they're like,
I wonder how much conversation happens that never happens, but Joe thinks it happens.
I think we only hear like 10%
I'm
of what's
intuitive,
happening.
okay? I understand what they're
You
saying
read their
through their
minds.
eyes.
recently at an audition, I was gawking at a bunch of women just because I walked into this audition and for some reason, it was just like 30 of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I was just like, what is this role? And I think it was for a role for a prostitute. So.
Oh, that makes sense.
But it was amazing though. I was sitting there just like, what is going on? Like, what is happening?
I feel like I gawk at people because I like to build backstories around them. Like I like to,
Oh yeah, you just start thinking like,
yeah,
oh
I
my
like to
god.
create like where'd they come from? Where are they going? Like why are they doing that? What's happening? What are they talking about?
I like to do
I
that,
love
too.
doing that. Yeah. And I've never gotten caught really though. So like every time like someone looks over, I'm like very aware that I'm looking
Did
at
you guys used to do this when you were younger? When you see a dude and you're like, I wonder if I could like fuck him up, you know, or he could fuck me up.
I still do that today.
Oh shit, I don't do that anymore. But it was
There's
kind of one of those
some
thoughts.
people I look at too and I'm like, I wonder what they look like having sex.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. There's just some people that you look at. And it could be for good reason
If
or
they're a
bad
couple
reason.
together or
Even that. Yeah, I think I do the same thing where I create backstories on them.
Yeah. If it's a couple, I'll do that. Like I'll be like, how does that? I can't. I don't think I could picture that.
Oh, like Shaq and his wife.
Oh yeah, I always picture Shaq having sex.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
What?
You always picture him having sex?
Yeah, I just assume like
very
all the walls in his house have like a big ass hole through the drywall. Cause it's like every time he humps, it's just like dish, dish, dish.
I just feel like once he thrusts into his wife, her fucking kneecaps are back here now.
Right?
Boom, bow, and her legs are just like.
Maybe that's the only way she can orgasm.
Maybe.
She needs it that big.
I will say this. I knew somebody that hooked up with Shaq. Actually, she didn't. Her friend did. And you know, like, you know, he back in the day. But she said that he doesn't have a very long penis, but it looks like a soda can. Like it's wide as fuck.
It's probably
about the
not. Yeah, it's probably not long in comparison to how tall he is. He's 7 feet
but
tall.
it's like huge.
Yeah, but it probably could be like 12 inches.
She said that his penis was very wide.
God
That's a
damn.
big soda can.
That's a
That's
burrito.
like a soup can.
Yeah, it's like some shit like that. But I was like, oh, interesting. Now I know what Shaq's dick
It's a
looks like.
smart water bottle.
How do you even like get that in?
That's like fisting.
crazy.
I guess.
Well, women could give birth, so that's a pretty good size that can actually go through that.
Yeah, but it takes 9 months of your body prepping for that shit to happen. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen some videos that will make you change your mind about how much that can stretch. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've seen one where
A guy sticks his head in there.
oh, that's crazy. No, it was like
Don't watch that
It was
one.
like a corner bedpost.
You've seen that?
That's a real thing?
I don't know if it was real.
Are you talking about the round ball quarter bed?
Yeah, a corner bedpost, and she's like riding a corner
Bah!
bedpost.
Bah!
Looks like the size of a fucking chess piece pawn that's like this huge. And I'm like, what the fuck? And of
That
course
is
there's
not
fisting.
pleasurable.
No.
There's
no.
guys could fuck fucking dip their fist.
That's what I'm saying. Fisting.
Damn, does that even feel good?
But why does
Maybe if you're really loose and like that, it's just so stretched out that like the only way it feels good is if you have something that massive.
It's a fucking
What's stretched
arm.
out that won't feel good?
Your vagina.
But the whole part or the inside? Because
Yeah.
the inside's what the inside is what's stretched
Yeah,
out.
because there too many big things went up there.
I didn't even know that would get stretched out.
I don't know.
The whole would get stretched out, not the inside part.
Sometimes I look at the size of the dildo and I'm like, man, that's insane. Like that's like an elephant's trunk. Like, what do you?
I like how he's so offended.
Who?
Joe.
I just don't know. Like, is it like a gauge where it started with a little dildo and it got bigger
That's
and
what
bigger?
I think.
I thought the butthole was like that, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's a magic trick. It's
It's like Sherlock Holmes over here.
no wonder they have these ping pong pussy shows in Thailand. You know, it's like a freak show.
Ping pong pussy shows.
Yeah, like they pop ping pongs out of the pussy.
What?
Yeah, they shoot it out.
I've seen the cigar smoking out of a vagina, remember?
What? How does your pussy?
Amsterdam.
And they fucking pull birds out of a vagina.
That's fucked up.
yeah.
Ew.
Oh my god, the bird is like.
That's unsanitary. Birds have diseases.
So do vaginas.
Maybe your vagina is just so diseased the bird gets a disease. And it's like, fuck.
Diseases when they're born like that. If the mom has a vaginal infection or
The
something.
bird comes out.
Oh, that sucks.
That'd be hilarious.
Gross. All right, so Amsterdam here, the tourists in Amsterdam are being told to stop gawking at the sex workers.
Then why would they have them in big
Yeah.
fucking display windows? That doesn't make sense.
Because it's like this. I get what they're saying. It's like, if you're not gonna buy anything, quit fucking coming here.
What if you're deciding whether to
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have your pussy out and expect me not to look.
That's what window shopping is all about. You gotta stare.
Yeah, I do that with shoes. I look at them, and I'm like, maybe. I do have a dress that could do that. Like, I'm gauging whether or not it's worth it.
You're still gonna buy, right?
I mean, maybe. Maybe I'm like, none of these shoes are worth it.
I'd be like, don't come into my store.
So they're implementing these strict new rules that will come into effect in April.
Crazy.
They're saying that shouting, alcohol, and drug use are forbidden on tours, and that visitors will no longer be able to take photos.
Oh, they were never allowed
they weren't
to.
allowed to take photos
Never allowed to
before.
take
Yeah.
pictures.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not allowed to.
Well, no longer. And they're also telling tour operators that tours must stop at 11 p.m. and that they are limited to 20 people, and that if some of these tour operators, if they don't follow these strict rules, they will be hit with fines. And yeah, and they're just saying like, you know, you have to respect the sex workers. You can't just stand
I
there
get
and,
it.
like, stare at them all day.
It's probably 80 to 90% tourists that's just coming in, taking pictures, gawking, and doing all that. And they're like, yo, man, if you're not gonna buy no pussy, what the fuck?
Yeah, because they can't leave their tour to go.
Yeah, and I bet you more guys are gonna be ashamed to actually walk in and do all that stuff because there's so many people. Like,
You would think that, right? But that's not what you see.
Oh, really?
You don't see that. Like,
they just get in there.
yeah, like no one. It doesn't feel uptight the way you would think it
You don't
does
feel like
out
you're getting
here.
judged, at all.
Yeah, like I felt uptight because I'm from the U.S., but then you see guys and they're like, wow, look at that, and they're like talking about it and like.
I like her titties.
Yeah, like you can tell that it's like a good thing, and they have no shame in like just.
They're just like
looking at
chilling
you.
outside, having a cigarette, just like
Yeah.
like
Yeah, like it's normal. So.
Oh, what the hell?
Like they're at a car dealership.
Yeah. Like the-
Lamborghini. What do you want? I want the Ferrari.
yeah, it didn't feel very judgy. Like it didn't feel uptight.
What are you doing today? I don't know. Gonna play with my kids and then fucking
And
hooker.
it's cheap too. Like,
And they're gorgeous.
yeah, like.
Oh, they're good looking.
They're fucking
really hot.
gorgeous.
Okay, so we were with Steve's brother, and Steve's brother is single, and he went through the red light district, and he's like, I saw the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen in my freaking life. And I had to ask, like, how much, because I had to know, like, how much is the most gorgeous woman worth? $60.
What?
Hey, did he do it?
Is it like 5
No.
minutes?
That's a good deal.
$60 for what?
For I think I don't know, an hour I guess, but that was like the starting.
$1 a minute.
Yeah.
They need to come to America because they're selling themselves short. They'll make hundreds and thousands over
You know
here.
what's sad? I was reading a story that a lot of them are kind of trapped there.
Yeah.
Oh, are they? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
like
that
they
doesn't.
got tricked. They wanted to be dancers, and like they heard like that they could become a dancer if they did enough time in the red light district, and it never happens. They're just become like.
That makes the dick
They
suck.
should have just
They
been.
also have a union and stuff over there though, and like health insurance and all kinds of stuff.
But they're stuck there.
I heard that some of them actually have a boyfriend, but their boyfriend kind of pimps them out to do
Oh,
that
that's
stuff.
sad.
That's
So their boyfriend is like, you know, like the pretty boy that will like just kind of romance them, and then so they're emotionally attached to the guy. So then they'll do the work. They're legal prostitutes. They'll do the work, but they come home and give all their money to their boyfriend.
I like it when the girls are empowered. I don't like it when
Yeah.
they're like put in that position and they feel oppressed.
Yeah,
I like it when the girls like, yeah, I like to fuck and I want to make money off of it.
Like strippers that like really like
they
love
own it.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're like, it makes me feel powerful.
There's a really good documentary about the different types of sex work that exists. Like there's a brothel, that legal brothel in Australia, and a lot of the women there were more so empowered because they control everything. They don't have a pimp, they don't have any of that stuff. Versus, you know, like some of the brothels that are illegal and stuff, they're all sex slaves and whatnot. And then there's also like those super high escorts that can make like 50,000 over a weekend and all that.
Yeah.
Because they're like part-time girlfriends to
Yeah.
these millionaires and stuff. And I'm like, this is crazy. But what it boiled down to is most men want emotional like comfort or whatever. They don't know how to ask for it. A lot of the prostitutes were saying sometimes guys just want to talk, or they just want a
That's
girlfriend
what Gina was
to come
saying,
hang
too.
out.
Gina
Because her
was saying
friend
her
has,
friend-
yeah, she's like a pro hoe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's most of the time she'll just go and play video games with the dudes.
Yeah, because you're dealing with mega rich dudes that spent so much time on their business or whatever that they didn't really work on that social life. They don't know how to get a girl, and it's so weird, right? So they just pay for affection and pay for like someone's
Emotions.
time. Yeah, it's mainly emotional.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy.